So okay, I'm gonna do the working, um, but I actually wanted to do the FreeBSD and OpenBSD installers that take some time. Um, well, this is going to be expanded. How do I extract? It takes a while. Um, okay, VirtualBox machine BSD. Install. Install default map. Save FreeBSD. Packages to preview. While that FreeBSD is installing, I want to show you the FreeRTOS source code. Whilst this may look confusing, right, you'll find that the FreeRTOS kernel itself is actually quite small. So this is pretty much the kernel. And you'll find that the main thing that you want to look at is the tasks. See how they do the task. So the main thing is there's a task control block, TCB. That's similar to Linux and other operating systems. They utilize a task control block which contains the registers on the CPU at the time, um, the stack pointer, um, what else? Basically, when you context switch, the task control block is what control which is what allows it to switch between different threads, different programs. So um, or different threads anyway. So let's have a look at the scheduler and match the source code for the schedulers here. This is the create task function. Um, this is what you call X task create. It goes through the other ones, the private function. Scheduler. I'll just search for scheduler. It may actually not be in the tasks. It may actually be in Q or somewhere else. Q, no, not Q. Timers. Yeah, where is the scheduler? Tasks, I'll see exactly what these like. Let's go. Create timer task, create idle task, um, put disable interrupts, configure TLS block, so this is getting started, task switched in, starting scheduler, port start scheduler, not required, trace return restart scheduler. Alright, let's set to that. okay, it's a trace background. Next task unblock time for max delay. Hmm. Thing is, when it starts a schedule, it starts a timer and idle tasks. They should have a function callback function, which hooks into the main scheduler loop. So that's what I'm looking for, right? Here's a start scheduler, create timer task, empty code test marker, first disable interrupts, starting scheduler. What's this? Set up the timer takes hardware specific and starts in the portable interface. Ah, okay. Return value for port, start scheduler. Okay, well, so um, so that's the key factor here. Setting up the timer tick, but yeah, so this is an export slash scheduler. Port means it's porting to different operating systems, so it's like different slash scheduler is different for different chips. So portable. Okay, so here we will look at Arduino, I guess. I don't have Arduino here. We'll just pick anyone at random. GCC. To look. Is there x86? Nope. Um, there's a DOS one before. This one. PC. What? Okay. Scheduler. Okay. This I understand because it's x86, which is like MS-DOS, running MS-DOS. Port start scheduler. So this code with interrupts already disabled. DOS get vector, port switch interrupt number, timer interrupt number. So these are DOS vectors, right? DOS interrupt service routine vectors. So interrupt vectors in DOS start with the 0 by 0, 0 is a 4 byte pointer, and 2 by 7, 2 byte offset of points. And the interrupt vector table starts with 0, 0, 0 to 0, 3 FFH.